Hey you guys, Carrie Gillaspie here. Today we are featuring the Fixes In. We are going behind the scenes for one of their low-cost spay and neuter clinics. They are based in Rhinelander, but they really travel all over central Wisconsin and Wood County. They're doing a ton of work in Wood County, and they provide low-cost spay and neuters to cats and dogs. But right now we're really focusing on the cats and the work that they're doing in Wood County. So we're here at one of their clinics in Vesper, Wisconsin. We're going to take you behind the scenes and show you some of the amazing work that they're doing. So when the cats first arrive, they're taken from their vehicles and they're brought into our shed here. This is where the vet goes over their initial exam. So a lot of those exams are just done visually because a lot of the cats that come in here are shyer and don't want to be handled, which is totally okay. If the vet can handle the cat, they'll pick them up, feel them, just make sure that there's nothing wrong with them from the get-go, just doing like a wellness exam, and they'll get that out of the way. They'll make some notes, and all that stuff will be set up, for them to go in for their surgery. Once they have passed their, initial exam, they'll load them all up onto the truck and they'll start preparing them for surgery. So preparing them for surgery is actually a really important task to do. They need to be shaved, their bellies or their back ends if it's female or male, depending on what they are, what part of them gets shaved. And then they need to be cleaned and sterilized. So every time they're shaved, then they clean them with a cloth that makes sure that they're sterile and that everything is really, really clean. They also get their ears cleaned. They're gonna get their claws, clipped. If they're an indoor cat, they're gonna get their claws clipped, which is really great. They're gonna get vaccines, which is really, really important. A huge part of this is that we're able to offer rabies vaccines and distemper vaccines if people want that as well. So going through all that pre-op care is probably what takes the longest, is the pre-op care, getting them all set for that surgery. So most people are surprised to know that the surgery actually is one of the quickest parts. Once the cats are under anesthesia and they're down and ready for their surgery, they've gone through all their prep. The male surgeries go extremely quick. We're talking just a couple of minutes. And the female surgeries take a little bit longer and are a little bit more invasive. But even those, unless it's a complicated thing, really only takes a couple minutes for them to do. So the actual surgeries go pretty quickly, and they get them on the table, they get them fixed up, and then they put them back in their carrier and get them ready for recovery. Also want to mention too that if cats are taking part in our TNR program, which stands for Trap, Neuter, Release, that is specifically for outdoor and colony cats. So any cats that live outside on a farm amongst a big group of cats, those cats get the TNR package, which includes an ear tip. Ear tipping is where we, under anesthesia, of course, the cat gets the very top of their left ear cut off, which is completely safe. It does not hurt them. It's very comparable to us getting our ear pierced. Again, it's all under anesthesia. They don't notice or feel it or cry out in pain, nothing like that, trust me. And it is just the universal way for people to know that a cat has been altered and is up to date on their shots. When I say universal, I mean literally universal. It is used in other countries. I've gone to other countries and I see ear-tipped cats. So it is just the universal sign that that cat has been altered and should be left alone outside to live its life out happily. So after surgery is complete, they go right into post-op, which is kind of silly because they look a little groggy and a little drunk for a little bit, but trust me, they are recovering just fine. They are just coming out of anesthesia. It does take them a little bit, and like I said, they're a little groggy, but they recover just fine. And in a matter of just a day or two, they can go back to living their normal lives pretty much, however they go about things. We do recommend that they take it easy for, the first 24 to 48 hours. If they can be confined a little bit in a larger cage, just so that they're not ripping any stitches or just getting out of hand, running around and playing, we definitely recommend that. But other than that, they can go back to normal pretty quickly after their surgery. A lot of the clients that I've had come to these clinics, they've come with 6 to 12 cats, whatever it is, and their colonies after they've left, I've stayed in touch with them after they've left. Their colonies are so healthy and happy. They've had no new kittens. Their colonies getting along great. They have no fighting. It has just been overall such a great experience for them. They come back to me, they email me, and they thank me. They're just so happy that their colony has been stabilized and everything's really great. The cats are healthy and happy, and so are the people. Thanks you guys so much for coming along with me today. I hope you found this informative and have really enjoyed getting to know what the Fixes In does and what the mission is behind what they are doing. Now, if you see this van around Wood County more, don't be surprised because they are ramping up efforts in Wood County, which we are so glad to see. We are happy to have them and cannot wait to see what they do in these communities that we cover here. So we are so excited about that. If you are looking to donate, or if you have an outdoor cat or a cat in general that you would like to be fixed at a reduced rate, the good news is we can help you. Go to thefixesin.org and all of the appointment information can be found there. You can also find them on Facebook, The Fixes In. You can find them there. Look up all their stuff. All the information is there. We are always in need of donations. The only way we are able to do this is because we have donations donations. So if you have, it in your heart and this is something that is really tugging on your heartstrings, please make a donation because we are doing life-saving work here, but we can only do it with those donations. So thank you so much for coming along today, you guys. I hope that this was fun, and I hope to see you again really soon.